When my boy disappeared, I received a letter with a locker ticket inside. Inside the locker, I found this box. I think it must be a sort of message from the man who took my son from me.
Hello, my name is David Cage. I'm the writer and director of Heavy Rain. The game Heavy Rain takes place in a city terrorized by a serial killer known only as the Origami Killer. The desperate search for a child abducted by the killer will lead four unconnected people to face extreme moral and emotional dilemmas. In Heavy Rain, you play all four lead roles in this gripping psychological thriller where every action you take has consequences. How the story unfolds is entirely up to you. The player will assume the role of all four protagonists as they collect clues and follow the trail left behind by the Origami Killer, each of them unaware that their worlds are going to collide in unique and sometimes frightening ways. Ethan Mars, a family man suffering from a terrible tragedy and whose son is the next potential victim of the Origami Killer. Madison Page, a reporter afflicted with insomnia. Norman Jayden, an FBI profiler on the Origami Killer case, and Scott Shelby, a private detective hired by the families of the Origami Killer's victims. Players will explore the mystery and story of Heavy Rain through the lives of these four main characters as they pursue the Origami Killer. The killer is the largely unknown fifth character. He plays a psychological game of cat and mouse with the other characters by leaving clues and challenges, which, if completed successfully, may help save the latest victim. Though the identity of the Origami Killer is a complete mystery, none of the characters really are as they seem.
Dad! Hey, take it easy, you're gonna knock me over.
Ethan Mars begins the game as a happy family man. He resides in a large house, has two wonderful sons, and is married to a beautiful woman.
I'd like to have a quick look at some shoes for Sean. Can you watch Jason for a minute?
Sure, no problem.
Early in the game, Ethan suffers a great tragedy. He loses track of his son, Jason, in a crowded mall, and he experiences every parent's worst nightmare.
No!
Ethan's life is drawn into further chaos when his remaining son is abducted by the Origami Killer, who forces him to take on a series of brutal trails. Ethan embarks on a desperate quest to save his son before he becomes another victim. Photographer Madison Page was apparently been traumatized by some past events, is Ethan's main confidant. Madison can only find sleep at motels. It is at a motel that she will meet Ethan Mars for the first time. She will choose to assist him on his quest. Together, they will race to rescue Ethan's son and attempt to expose the identity of the Origami Killer.
Lieutenant Blake, I'm Agent Norman Jayden from the FBI. Now, if you're looking for rain, dead bodies, and highways, you come to the right place.
Norman Jayden, an FBI profiler, is sent on to help local police forces find the Origami Killer. As an outsider to the case and the city, he will have to cope with his partner's rude manners and try to hide his very own personal weakness. Scott Shelby is a private investigator hired by the families of the Origami Killer's victims. Shelby is the typical street cop of the 50s. He is a complex, tough guy who works alone. He's very intelligent and has a grisly personality. These four characters are integral to the plot and gameplay of Heavy Rain. They are flawed, compelling people who enrich the story at the core of the game, with many different choices to make, all leading to different paths and outcomes. It is up to you to decide what sort of story Heavy Rain will become.
PlayStation